Moving on, more breaking inputs coming in. This is shocking and outrageous. Bengaluru jail horror show. We're given to understand that VIP treatment for murder convict inside the Bengaluru jail. Free run for hardened criminals who were using smartphones inside the jail premise. Karnataka government has now been forced to take note and 5 officials have been suspended. A probe has been ordered. Let's first listen to G. Parmeshwara.
ಹಿಂದೆ ಕೂಡ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಕಡೆ ಇಂಥದ್ದು ಆದಂತ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಂಗಳೂರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಳಗಾಮಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಆದಾಗ ಅಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳನ್ನ ಕೆಲವರನ್ನ ಸಸ್ಪೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅವ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಕ್ರಮನೂ ಕೂಡ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪದೇ ಪದೇ ಈಗ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಹಿಂದೆ ಕೂಡ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಆದಂತ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲವರನ್ನ ಸಸ್ಪೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿತ್ತು. ಈಗ ನಾನು ನಿನ್ನೆ ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಮ ಯಾರು ಇನ್ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ದಯಾನಂದ್ ಅವರು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಡಿಜಿಪಿ ಯಾರು ಸೂಪರ್ಡೆಂಟ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಯಾರು ಕೆಳಗಿನ ಲೆವೆಲಿನ ಅಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಕ್ರಮ ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕು, ನನಗೆ ವರದಿಯನ್ನು ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನಿನ್ನೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಬಟ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ಟಾಲರೇಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ನಾನ್ಸೆನ್ಸ್. Enough is enough.
Imran continues to be with us. G. Parmeshwara says, I will not tolerate this nonsense. Enough is enough. But when is this going to stop? There are inmates who are partying, consuming liquor, since alcohol bottles can be seen inside the jail premise. And then ISIS recruiters, murderers being given VIP treatment. They are openly using smartphones inside the jail premise. What difference does it make whether they're outside or inside?
Well, absolutely. In fact, but this case, we have seen that in the past 1 week, several videos coming out inside from Bengaluru Central Prison where inmates are getting VIP treatment. Now, getting alcohol and people having gala time is clearly a violation of jail premises. But this is, in this case, serious matter where someone accused of terror conspiracy and terror case has been inmate is inside prison and been using mobile phones. And in fact, with the conversation, if we could hear, one could even say that he says about how to, go around about the Wi-Fi, how to, mask your use of internet while speaking to another inmate, how he ensures that his identity is not tracked or located. It's a very, very serious concern and security issues as far as concerned, this particular serious matter. In fact, the Home Minister says that he will not tolerate this, but we have to see what concrete steps he takes to ensure that it doesn't repeat. Because you have earlier seen the promises being made, but nothing followed up concrete inside the prisons.
All right, Imran, stay on with us. Let's listen into what the Chief Minister of Karnataka had to say. Let's go across to Ashok Gowda of the Bharatiya Janata Party joining us. G. Parmeshwara says, I will not tolerate this. Enough is enough. When the same question about these instances of VIP treatment to inmates in jails comes to fore, the Chief Minister says, I don't know about it. I'll find out and I'll tell you.
Hello.
Mr. Ashok Gowda.
Point is very simple. Our Karnataka Congress government has failed in all fronts, including the maintenance of the jails and prisons. And in fact, jails and prisons have become universities of crime today, wherein any person goes inside the jail, it does not come out clean. That was the intention, which was actually the intention. Now, they come out with such kind of a contacts and they become perfect criminals after going inside the jail. And this is the case whenever the Congress government is in power. And in fact, earlier we should recall that Mrs. Rupa Mudgal, she had raised a concern saying that the jails have absolutely become resorts. And in fact, in the previous days also, 1.5 years back, we had seen that Darshan was getting a VVIP treatment and the similar treatment was given to the other inmates inside the jail. And today is not a surprise or a shock because we all know that the corruption is the main issue, including the constable who works in the jail, definitely pays the government, that is a Congress government, and that is why they get posted there. And once they get posted there, they try to loot as much as possible. And how will the loot come from? The loot will definitely come from taking the money from the inmates and giving them the liberty and the freedom, whatever they want. In fact, not to be surprised, there is drugs, ganja, and all other kind of materials which get supplied to the inside jail. And even we have heard that it has become multiple entertainment resort kind of a place. The jails have become today in Karnataka. Karnataka is going day by day into a hopeless case just because the Congress government and Parmeshwara has not realized his role, what role he has to play, and what kind of a law and order he has to maintain.
All right. Ashok Gowda, it looks like the Chief Minister has no clue, at least that's what we are sensing from his reaction about what's happening. G. Parmeshwara says, I will not tolerate this. But who will and when will they put an end to it? Remember, even the Supreme Court pulled up the jail authorities in the case of Darshan's bail plea when it was being heard and warned them against VIP treatment being given.
Absolutely, yes. Earlier, every time, whenever we ask G. Parmeshwara says, I will inquire and I will let you know. Now it is a Chief Minister term. And in other sometimes, it will be another person who will also say the same thing, that I don't know. And so that means that Congress government is definitely not in control of their governance, and they have completely failed even to manage the state and even to manage the prisons. And they need to definitely introspect, saying that are they capable enough to rule Karnataka, and are they capable enough to give justice to Kannadigas in all fronts.
All right. Thank you very much, Ashok Gowda, for speaking with us. We have SP Vaidya joining us on the broadcast. Thank you very much for giving us your time, sir. How do you look at the situation in Karnataka? In every couple of months, there are videos that come to fore of VIP treatment being given to inmates, and these are hardened criminals. We're talking about ISIS recruiters, murder accused, partying inside the jail using smartphones. Can it happen without the know-how of the authorities?
Absolutely, it cannot happen. It's all compromised. Staff only can arrange all these things. I think without compromising of the jail staff, it cannot happen. And smartphones being available to them, they must be organizing terror attacks from there. These are hardened criminals and terrorists. If you provide them connectivity, they would be definitely in touch with the handlers in Pakistan, with the terror modules in India. It's a very dangerous game, and unfortunately, all this is happening not only in Karnataka, in many other places, whether it is West Bengal, whether it is Kerala, or even other places. I think the jail system in India needs overhauling, and there has to be a difference between common citizens, law-abiding citizens of this country, and hardened criminals and terrorists. Hardened criminals and terrorists should be put in high security prisons where they do not have access to all these things which you are showing on the TV.
Absolutely. You know, the courts send them to jails thinking that it will, of course, as per law, put an end to the illegal activity, the criminal activity that they are involved in, and it will cut them off with the rest of the world. But if this is how smartphones are being allowed to be used by these criminals, let me ask you, Mr. Vaidya, does it make it any difference for them to be behind bars?
Absolutely not. See, this is suicidal for the country. And I have remained Director General of Prison in Jammu and Kashmir also. So there was a time when even in Jammu and Kashmir, in central jail Srinagar, people were able to smuggle all these smartphones within the jail, and they were organizing terror attacks. And then we had to put CRPF for frisking everyone, and even during mulaqat with their family members, there was a foolproof system which was organized. So I think Karnataka also needs to do those things. All over the country, the jails need not only a better training, better infrastructure, and better control on and segregation of these hardened criminals and terrorists, because they will otherwise radicalize other normal criminals who are just theft or burglary.
Yes, well, action has been taken is what we're being told, sir, that 5 officials have been suspended, but they need to put a full stop to this inside the jail premise in Karnataka. Thank you very much, Mr. Vaid, for speaking with us. Moving on now, more breaking inputs on the broadcast. Passengers on a flight from Delhi to Srinagar alleged